On today's episode of Anime Afterthought, Plunderer episode 15, The Army That Does Not Kill. I gotta say, with today's episode, I am completely second-guessing my initial impressions of two individuals. Can you guess who I'm talking about? Yeah, pretty exciting shit going on in today's episode, and fuck it, let's talk about it. Now, last we left off, Jail had uncovered, some pretty big shit. There is a secret laboratory underneath this military complex. I mean, that's a school. I mean, that's given. I mean, come on. The US government has, hidden missile silos fucking everywhere. I mean, it's commonplace. But as he follows Schumerman down into this laboratory, we, see some pretty startling stuff. First and foremost, I actually missed something last week that was pointed out into the comments. Thank you once again for actually going over that with me. First of all, we have seen David before. We saw him, a slightly younger version of him in the future. The creep that tried to molest Hina when she was looking for the legendary ace at the very beginning of the series? Yeah, that's this dude. Oh yeah, and you know why I missed that fact? Because they brought up clones, the cloning technology. Yes, they have fucking clones in the series. Like, whew. It starts out as a fucking fantasy epic where a girl is going on a quest to find a legendary hero known as, an ace. And then we turn into demons equal helicopters and guns and flying people, and now there's time traveling and clones. This is legit, this is the shit that this should be a fucking game. This is very interesting to me. But before we can get any information out of this, talking amongst the administration of this facility, it seems that Alan has noticed someone lurking out in the hallway. But luckily for Jail, his savior comes in the form of Nana. Yes, the pre-waste war Nana. This little tiny bundle of joy. Oh God, she is just a fucking cutie. And of course, their conversation really amounts to giving us a little bit of details here and there, but really can't unfold the mysteries of said time travel, because doing too much will create a ripple, and something we see in today's episode. Guys, you travel back in time, you should know that altering something in the past will change the future. Alter too much, you will change too much of it. Did Alan really need to explain that to you? Anyways, we pick up today's episode right where we left off last week, where Captain Alan has a gun pointed at the back of Jail's head. Sneaking into this part of the school is a criminal act, punishable by death. Are you ready to die? Well, I guess not, because Jail goes on the offensive, trying to get a couple shots in at Captain Alan, who is super quick to counter. Seemingly having the upper hand, he begins to spew out some rhetoric, but this sounds familiar to Jail, and we see flashbacks of his father. And another instance where I shit a brick, like if I would put, memes into my videos, I would have the Puss in Boots cat going, oh, I'm starting to connect dots in my head, and later on in the episode, I think they're actually connected. But we move right along. Now at this point, Alan has Jail dead to rights. He's like, just tell me one thing, you are military, who the fuck are you? How'd you get in here? I'm assuming at this point, Alan thinks Jail's some kind of enemy soldier that somehow infiltrated the school. Well, it seems at this point, Jail has kind of a, change of heart. Instead of going toe to toe with this dude, he decides to just come out with it. Jail pulls the gun to his forehead and proclaims, I am First Lieutenant Jail Murdoch of the Royal Alcyon Army. Shocking Alan so much, he actually drops the cigarette out of his mouth, which I assume at this point, being there is mass starvation going on, tobacco products, especially recreational ones like cigarettes, are, not a high priority to create. Oh, did I mention we're only 2 minutes in today's episode? Yeah, that's fucked up as shit. And of course, Alan is no dummy. He is quick to assume who is responsible for these time-traveling miscreants that have invaded their facility. It's Nana. Up to this point, it seems they're only aware of her being able to travel slightly into the future, and he is quick to surmise that not only is she able to travel into the past, but also send other people. And once again, Jail is quickly offering up a lot more information than I think he should be, but there is kind of a reason that links, like I said, to later on in the episode. He proclaims that he is not the only one. He does have compatriots. And Alan's like, hey, gather up everyone. We're gonna have a little assignment tomorrow. And he takes them out into the open world, and it is just a disheveled, destroyed mess. We see the effects of this ongoing war that has resulted in, Armageddon. The shit is fucking going down. It is this is apocalyptic type shit. Obviously, he's using this opportunity to shock or instill, the value of what they're doing into these people from the future that proclaim they need to change the past, giving them a stark look at their current reality. They pull up and they they are just surrounded by these people who are just skin and bones, literally willing to attack anyone for any amount of food. Obviously, the starvation factor is real. So much so we even have a kid with a toy sword who is trying to attack Lynn. And of course, her being the good-natured, the sweet soul that she is, offers up some of her own snacks. But Alan is quick to stop this interaction. Even I am able to tell that giving all that food to a little kid is very dangerous. Obviously, he has probably the shittiest defense out of everyone we see here. There was a woman with 2 fucking sides going on. Like, dude, you're giving a kid the most valuable thing to these people, he's gonna get fucking murdered. Of course, like I said, Lynn is just naive and probably didn't think that well through, but of course Alan did. He offers up the food to this kid in the first place. Like, here, just take this, eat it real quick, and then go. They can't fucking take it from you if you already eat it. And he's shocked at this kid's response, and even I am a little bit, but it goes to show you that there are super good-natured people in this world. The kid's like, that's not what I wanted. I don't want food. I don't want to eat food if I can't share it with my mother. And the kid runs off, and Alan looks emotionally distressed. We see after the next sequence that he is literally crying. I mean, he has to fire off a shot, a little warning shot to all these people charging in. Well, if the kid doesn't want that fucking food, give it to me. Manja, manja, manja. Don't look up what that means. I did, and I instantly fucking regret it. But yes, it looks like Alan is serious, and he looks like he's like the one person I assumed we can trust, at least at this point, because all of my initial impressions of people are fucking changing as this story goes on. As he consoles Lynn, like, I know you're trying to do the best, but this is what we are at, and no matter what you guys think you're doing, you cannot change this. Now we skip forward to the computer lab, and it looks like maybe they looked at the data, the one that was on the memory card that Nana gave to Jail, but at the same time, we don't get to see what's on it. I'm not 100% sure that's really what they did, but basically they're convening there for a meeting and realizing the problems surrounding altering time. I mean, obviously, if you change enough or a big enough event, it will completely change the future. So stopping almost anything in the past could directly affect the future, i.e. the Alcia that they come from could possibly no longer exist. If they decide to change Lick's past, stop him from becoming an ace, or find out why he went berserk, or just alter anything to do with him, he was the hero. He was, the main reason that under his command, the aces were, the inevitable winners of the Waste War and, brought what semblance of peace they have in that future world. And it looks like Jail and Pele are finally understanding that main issue. But it looks like Hina and Lynn are still, wanting to save Licht. But Jail is like, we can't save him here, but there is a place we could possibly save him, and that is in the future. Now, this leads us to our next scene where everyone is outside training. Obviously, this class A seems to be, pretty OP. Even the secondary or tertiary characters that I thought were going to fall by the wayside seem to be of importance. Not only that, but are pretty fucking strong compared to the other classes. But in this sequence, we get, not 100% confirmation, but I'm going to call it now. While everyone else is doing sprints, it seems Jail has other things on his mind. Once again, wanting to stand toe-to-toe with Captain Allen, and we get more flashbacks or be flash forwards to his childhood, which is in the future, but for his past, of him sparring with his father. Yeah, the adopted father that is the supreme commander of the military of the future. And Allen is saying the same exact shit as this father. Like, everything's going down. So now that we know that there are clones of the future, we've already met one in the form of David. Is this current supreme commander a clone of Allen? Boom, that's a theory. Like, it makes sense. I mean, the way that Jail is focusing on Captain Allen so much, and even later in the episode goes, I need to defeat you now so I can defeat you in the future, and basically usurp your position. Like I said earlier, he saw a path to changing everything in the future. If he becomes the supreme commander, which he would basically have to usurp his adopted father, who might possibly be a fucking clone. Like, oh god. Okay, let's get back to this. Now everyone is training, and we have, 2 interruptions. Basically, Frenda is looking at these kids like a tasty fucking morsel, and I'm not liking this vibe she's putting out. Meanwhile, it seems that Schumerman is getting closer and closer to them, which is a complete misdirect from where I was heading with his character. Like, yeah, if you guessed it, these are the 2 characters that I'm completely confused about now. But anyways, Schumerman looks like they're going to be training, with non-consumable, easily replaceable weapons, because in in the future, there's not gonna be fucking bullets. Like we're gonna have like go fucking medieval with, non-consumable weapons, and begins training, the army that does not kill in these art of antiquity weapons. And believe it or not, it's actually a nice callback into the beginning of the series where we're introduced to the world of Alcia and we don't see any futuristic weapons. Like even when the guns are pulled on our main cast and the helicopter's flying, like no one knows what the shit is. It's just a nice continuity to go through with that. Obviously, he is handing out the weapons. Each one seems to coalesce with their certain personality or characteristics or attributes that he finds applicable. And he hands Hina a stack of medical documents, and I think it's like a first aid kit, I'm assuming. Like, Hina, you have a kind heart, therefore, you should be a medic, heal as many people as humanly possible. I'm like, okay, that's pretty nice. He sees like the good girl and the nice girl doesn't want to kill people and hurt people, so let's make her a medic. Like, that actually makes sense. After the sequence, and everyone is basically, cheering Schumerman's name, reflecting the amount of, respect they have towards this dude and admiration because, he's the one vying for them to be an army that does not kill. We're led to a sequence between Frenda and Schumerman, and once again, this is where I am conflicted about what I should be thinking about both of these characters. Once again, Frenda is advocating that we need to start testing this ACE program on human trials, and we see Schumerman get fucking pissed, like summon ice from all thing God knows where, and proclaims like, you want me to test on my fucking children? I'm like, whoa, like what? Okay, that's actually pretty good to stand up to her, but okay. So now he's like a father figure? Like I said, I'm confused because at the end of the sequence, Frenda gives us this evil fucking look, like, is this bitch up to something? Now, have I flip-flopped? Is he actually a good guy and she's the bad guy? Like, oh God. This inevitably leads us to a beach sequence. So yay on that. Well, once again, Jail is trying to go toe-to-toe with possibly his future father clone maker, like the DNA original. Like, I don't exactly know, but of course, once again, he seems to be ruining a limited, resource and pouring out a fucking beer. Now, while they are still children and they need to, go out, run, relax, everyone's having kind of a good time, there is another purpose to this entire thing. It's going to be a class versus class engagement. Basically, capture the flag with paint guns to, take out the opposition. Lick sees this as the perfect opportunity to try and practice what they preach. This is an army that does not kill, so we're going to capture the flags without using our guns at all. And all that running they did earlier in today's episode is extremely useful and pays off big time. Their answer to the conundrum of how can we win this without, attacking is just running away. Basically, a war of attrition. Now, outlast your opponents and then just go usurp what's left. That's literally what they do with their first opponent. When they take off sprinting and everyone is exhausted, they just come by and yoink, there's my flag. But of course, the final round is not going to be that easy. Who are they up against? It's fucking Doan, and he's basically a one-man army in himself. They use the same strategy, but at that time, Doan is no dummy. It looks like he catches onto the plan very quick while the rest of the class is incapacitated from chasing after Class A. Doan has usurped the flag and taken an advantageous position up top and kind of ambushes him, but then still gets tricked into chasing after Licht. Basically, it results in Licht tricking Doan into chasing after him, like trying to do a one-on-one. Once again, Doan, tried to use Sonohara as a fucking, a goddamn hostage, which seems to be his forte, his go-to. But lo and behold, Licht ran him into a trap and was easily able to take the flag, and their goal of being an army that does not kill is successful. And now the sequence at a bonfire, we see that the entirety of Class A is completely enamored with Licht. They still are putting up with his perverted ways and, giving him the what for, but at the same time, they're seeing his potential as a leader, and, they even call him commander. Like, obviously, this is the beginning of where he leads the legendary aces and stuff, and, we've already seen the cemented of, I don't want to kill. Like, we see that cemented, and everything is coming together very nicely. I like how everything is lining up. But of course, this jovial moment leads us to the last sequence of events. And unfortunately, it looks like things take a turn for the worst. David, who is out on a mission to, I think, appropriate All Thing or take out the people who know where All Thing are. I'm not 100% sure what his mission was, but he was on a separate mission. It looks like he is dead, leaving only a recording of mysterious talkings about being tricked. They tricked us. They tricked us. Of course, no one knows what the hell that means. Alan is absolutely fucking shocked. But lo and behold, Frenda takes up this opportunity, like, you know what? Shit is going sideways, we need to initiate Project Ace and human trials. Once again, this enrages Schumerman. I told you I never want to fucking do that to my children. And once again, I'm questioning my impressions on these fucking people. And when he go berserk, he actually summons some ice and it attaches itself to Frenda, and she takes this opportunity and literally lays down a verbal smackdown like, oh, by the way, that initial rage we're seeing in the lab rats, like all these, berserk modes these people are going, like these animals and tests have portrayed. Yeah, what you just did, that's your fault. They're your genes. It's your base innate, intent to kill. Like, this is your instinct that bringing this out in these lab rats. Like, it's your fault. This shocks him back to fucking reality. And he looks like he's actually going to go with what Frenda says. And she's like, and there's only one person who is a viable candidate that has, similar DNA that this could actually work on. And lo and behold, the next scene is Schumerman holding Licht, giving him a hug, obviously telling him, what needs to happen going forward. And Licht is 100% okay with this without batting an eye. And we see him end out with a fucking smile. Like, that's some Luffy Logtown One Piece type shit. So literally nothing has changed. Licht is still on his path, his progression to become the legendary ace. And now that we know the procedure, why he goes berserk is because, he's been genetically modified with Schumerman's DNA. Like, anytime he probably tries to obtain that current level of power, he's gonna go fucking berserk because it's instinctual to the DNA that's been, mapped in him or modded. I don't know exactly how to fucking put it, but yeah, this video is fucking long. Today's episode was fucking badass. Like I said, my initial impressions of two characters have switched. It looks like Schumerman is more of a doting father than I first realized, yet he still has that innate instinct, the overwhelming intent to kill. I don't know what the fuck's going on, especially in the future. Frenda seems to be more devious than I initially thought. Like, at first I thought she was, just the motherly big sis caretaker of these children, and it looks like she has maybe some her own machinations going on. Also, clones. Like, is Schumerman in the future a clone of himself because he is, the originator of, the ace power? Is he too now, unaging? Is that the real Schumerman in the future? Where the fuck is Frenda? We haven't seen her in the future. Is the Supreme Commander, Jail's adopted father, a clone of Captain Allen, or is he the original? Like, does Allen turn into a fucking ace? Like, I don't know. I am completely enthralled with the series. Like I said, it starts out a fantasy, and then you get guns and helicopters, and then you go time travel, and now there's clones and magic power and ice summoning and shit. Like, so yeah, this series is pretty fucking good. So with all that being said, I cannot wait for future episodes.